Hey, welcome to Wonder Why, where we explore the whys of the world. My name is Alex, and we will get into today's topic. Why can't we just print more money? Okay, be honest. You've thought about this one. It's 3 in the morning, you're staring at the ceiling, and it hits you. The government has a money printer, a literal machine, that makes money. So, why are we all broke? Why is there debt or taxes or that one guy at work who won't stop saying the economy, like, just print everybody $1 million and call it a day? Right? Like, surely someone in charge has noticed the big glowing money button. Well, here's the thing. If printing money actually made you rich, then Zimbabwe, a country that literally printed a $100 trillion bill, should be sipping cocktails on a solid gold yacht right now. Instead, that bill couldn't buy a bus ticket. Bit awkward. So let's figure out why. With an island, some coconuts, and one deeply annoying rule of reality that refuses to let us be rich. So first, we gotta rip off a band-aid because you've been quietly lied to your whole life. Ready? Money is not wealth. I know. Take a second. That green paper in your wallet isn't actually worth anything. You can't eat it, you can't live in it, and if you try to wear it, you just look weird and slightly damp. Money is basically an IOU. A little, the world owes me one coconut coupon that you trade for real stuff: food, rent, haircuts, regrettable late night snacks. The stuff is the actual wealth. The money is just how we keep score: poker chips, but for adults who have to file taxes. So picture a tiny island, 10 people living their best beach life. Between them, the island makes exactly 10 coconuts, and coconuts are the only thing to buy here because it's my example, and I said so. There's also exactly $10 floating around. 10 bucks, 10 coconuts. So how much is one coconut? $1. Look at you go. The money lines up perfectly with the actual stuff that exists. Now, enter the magic wand. One day, the island's head coconut in charge goes, you know what? Everyone deserves more money. Warm, generous, gets reelected on the spot, so they print another $10 and hand it out. $20 on the island now. Everyone's twice as rich. Break out the little umbrella drinks. Tiny, tiny problem. How many coconuts are there? Still 10. Nobody planted a tree. Nobody did anything. Turns out the printer makes money, not coconuts, which, annoyingly, is the part that matters. So now you've got $20 all elbowing each other to buy the same 10 coconuts, and that coconut, sensing its moment, quietly bumps its price up to $2. Congratulations, everyone's got double the cash and everything costs double. You have achieved precisely nothing. That's inflation in one sad little coconut. More money chasing the same amount of stuff. So every dollar quietly becomes worth less. You didn't get richer. You just watered down your own money, including that savings jar you've been so proud of. And before you go, okay, smart guy, that's a cartoon island. Oh, history would like a word. Germany, 1923. The government printed cash like it was going out of style, and prices went completely feral. A loaf of bread? Hundreds of billions of marks. People got paid twice a day so they could sprint out and spend it before dinner, when it'd buy half as much. Folks pushed literal wheelbarrows of cash to the store. And here's my favorite part. Thieves would steal the wheelbarrow and dump the money on the ground. The wheelbarrow was the valuable bit. The life savings? Hey, leave it. Kids made kites out of banknotes because paper money was literally cheaper than paper. Let that marinate. Zimbabwe's 100 trillion note couldn't get you a bus ride, and Venezuela's prices lately have been climbing hundreds of percent a year. Great vibes. If your brain just did the little, oh, that's what inflation is? Hit like and subscribe. It's free. It helps way more than you'd think, and unlike printed money, it actually holds its value. Anyway, where were we? So if printing money is basically economic self-sabotage, why does every country on Earth still do it? Because plot twist a little bit is actually good, or a slow, boring trickle of new money keeps things moving and gives central banks a lever to yank when everything's on fire. It's why America's Federal Reserve openly aims for around 2% inflation a year. Gentle, predictable, the economic equivalent of a nightlight. The problem was never printing, it's printing way faster than the country makes new stuff. Case in point, in 2020 and 2021, the US cranked out a genuinely bonkers amount of new money. By some counts, a huge chunk of every dollar that had ever existed. And then, roughly a year later, right on schedule, inflation hit a 40-year high. Shocking, almost like there's a rule about this, a coconut shaped rule. So, the honest answer to why can't we just print our way rich? Money was never the treasure, it's just a group agreement about who gets the real stuff. Print a big pile more without making more stuff. And you don't create wealth. You quietly pickpocket everyone holding the old dollars. It's not a magic wand. It's a hidden tax nobody voted for wearing a fun little disguise. Printing money can shuffle wealth around. It cannot conjure it out of thin air. The only thing that genuinely makes a country richer is the boring stuff. Making more actual things people want, more coconuts, not more coupons for coconuts. Anyway, if that finally made inflation make sense, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.